I think one thing that surprises someone when you come in from the private sector is the way that the public sector views things or does things. And so there was an initial resistance to looking at not just how things have always been done, but how to implement change. And as I mentioned before, one thing that surprised me was just the amount of times that I heard, no trustee has ever done that before. And it's a little disappointing in some regards, but I think in terms of going forward and looking at how the village should be continued to run, it's not that I believe that everything should be done as the private sector does, but there's a lot of principles. There's a lot of things in terms of how process engineering works, how services are delivered, that there's quite a bit that can be done to further implement and improve the village's processes. When I first came in, one of the first things I looked at was our proposal submission process. When I looked through and how the board decides on processes, I knew that the mayor had seen all the processes, but the board members didn't get all the proposals. So one of the very first things I asked for was to make sure that all the proposals would be sent to us, because I wanted to evaluate all of them. I wanted to see all of them. It's not just about the lowest cost, it's about what is most effective for the village. Another way I looked at it was, I was surprised about, was how we do fixed fee versus time and materials projects. Oftentimes there was always an assumption that they would underspend, and almost never did that happen. And in reality, there was a lot more occasions where we should have had fixed fee proposals sent to us. And we made a lot of changes to that. I think as a part of that, we've been able to do a lot more road construction, a lot more other projects, because the vendors understand what we want up front. It's multifaceted. I think I'm most proud of, first off, just serving my role within a very complementary skill set of professionals on our board. When I looked at past boards, I saw typically 3 to 4 attorneys, and no offense to Brian, but one attorney is fine. Three to 4 is probably way too much. And today we've got expertise in real estate, legal, accounting, marketing, technology, sales. And I think that robust complementary skill set has done a great job in making sure that it's a multifaceted way of looking at the village's challenges and opportunities and making sure that we get the best done. I think the other thing I'm proud of is really being able to dig in. And there was a lot of, in the very beginning, where I heard from staff and from residents that kept on hearing over and over again, no trustee has ever done that before. So whether it was attending all the commission meetings, making sure that I understood what each department was doing, talking with individuals that were high performers, making sure that they're recognized from the board floor. These were all relatively new things, which was a little bit surprising to me, but I'm proud that I've been able to make my mark on the village. In 2021, we ran on 3 things: infrastructure, predominantly roads, parks, and public safety. And I'm really proud to have been part of this board that we achieved all of those, but there's still more work to be done. I want to make sure that Orland Park is in the very best place that it can be, so that by the time that my terms are over, the next board is simply in a maintenance mode and growing the village as it should be. We focus in the past too much on trying to turn Orland Park into something that it isn't. There's just been a lot of wish casting on past boards. I think the Triangle is a great example of this. We should focus and continue to focus and have focused for the last 4 years on what Orland Park is great at. And I want to make sure that continues. So the next 4 years is really about continuing the mission. We want to make sure we've gotten so much done as far as our roads are concerned, to the point where we can get them to a place where maintenance is far more cost effective and less costly going on. We can never neglect our roads again. Our parks, it's been amazing the work that we've done in the last 4 years. Just the sheer number of park refreshments, Schussler Park finishing, Centennial Park West, Centennial Park, John Humphrey Complex, all of them. But there's still work to be done. And so I think one of the things I've learned over the past 4 years really is how to balance that, bringing in outside ideas, bringing in a fresh perspective from private sector industry experience, mixed in with how the public sector needs to operate and do business. And so I look at the next 4 years as an opportunity to now mix this combined skill set to do more for the village.